Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be doing a Boca bearing install video on the Johnny Morris Signature Series reel, model number JMX10SHD. It's a 7-1-1. This is the newer model, the one that's on the market right now. But you're going to need a few tools. I like to take off the handle when I remove the bearing under the tension knob. It's just easier to get to. You will need a 10mm socket, nut driver, or wrench to remove that nut. You'll also need a screwdriver to remove that screw, and you can also use a screwdriver to remove the retainer clips around the bearings. I like to use a X-Acto knife for that as well. Gonna need a couple Q-tips. There's also a bearing on the spool shafts. You'll need a spool pin pliers. Boca Bearings makes a really nice one for that. Definitely check that out. Of course, you're going to need your bearings. We've got the three here, the orange seal Boca bearings. Now I'm going to run these bearings dry. If you choose to oil them, definitely check out the Boca Bearing Lightning Lube high-speed oil. Some great stuff there. I also picked up this Boca bearing work mat. This thing's really cool. It's all rubber. It's got some different measurements and things along the edge here. But what I really like, it's got all these recessed sections. There's little rubber lips all around these sections. So if you're working on a reel or anything with small parts, they're not going to roll off the table. So definitely check that out as well. But let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to start with the left side cover. Go ahead and push it in. That little Bass Pro button there. Push that in and push it down. Comes right off. There was one little retainer clip holding that bearing in. Put your thumb on one side, get your X-Acto knife or your screwdriver, and lift up on the other. There's the clip. Set that aside. The bearing will normally just pop out. See here. There's the bearing. Get a Q-tip, clean any oil out or any dirt that's in there. Get your Boca bearing. Set it in place. Get your retainer clip. You can just kind of use your thumb for this. You'll hear it click back in place. Just make sure it's seated all around the bearing. Okay, so that one's done. Set that aside. Let's go ahead and do the spool bearing next. Okay, the pin on the spool, that's not going to show up very well, but it's tapered. There's a smaller side than the bigger side over here. Take the pin on the tool and put it on the smaller side of the pin on the shaft. Put your thumb underneath so that pin doesn't go flying. There it is. There's the pin. Pull the bearing off. Get your Q-tip. Clean the shaft. Get your bearing. Get your pin. You'll notice one of the holes is bigger on the shaft. Put the smaller side of the pin in the bigger part, or the bigger hole on the shaft first. Okay. On the pliers here, you'll see, if this can show up, there's a slot, there's a stop on this side here. So put the pin, I'll get this to show up for you guys. So I got the one part of the pin on the stop of the pliers, and it'll just come through on the other side. Go ahead and squeeze it. Just like that. Make sure the pin's centered. That's done. Set that aside. Now for the bearing under the tension knob. Let's go ahead and take off the handle. Remove the screw. Little plate. Get your nut driver. and take off the drag as well. Move the tension knob. There's just a little ring goes around this bearing. For this, I like to use a screwdriver. I'm just putting on a little smaller tip there. Again, put your thumb on part of it, lift up on the other. I'll just pop out. This one looks a little bit different. Okay, set that aside. Get a Q-tip. Put it in the center of the hole of the bearing. It'll come right out. Use your Q-tip, clean in there. Get your bearing. Get your clip. A little retainer ring. Make sure it's seated all around the bearing. That's it. Put your tension knob back on. Put your drag back on. There's a washer. Handle. Another washer. Your nut. Your nut driver. Get that plate, screw, you put on that bigger screwdriver real fast. Put your spool back in. Side cover. And you're done. Let's give her a spin. Pretty smooth, guys. That's no weight on the spool. Alright guys, that's it. Hope that video helped you guys out. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.